Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 7 of Surviving Salford City. As always, thanks for joining me and thanks if you smashed the like button. I really do appreciate it. To all you guys that do that, it really helps the series, the channel, all that good stuff. If you really want to help the channel, you can always pledge to my Patreon. You find a link to that down below. But yeah, thank you as always for returning. I appreciate that the most. I'm not sure how long this series is going to last. You may or may not know, but I'm back to work, so things are changing. I've not got that much time on my hands. I'm going to have to evaluate what I'm doing and maybe adjust things. I'm thinking of having a clean slate. We'll wait and see about that. There's definitely a couple of episodes left of Surviving Salford, so hopefully you're going to stick with it and enjoy it, especially after last season, because that was a bit, you know, emotional for me. Hopefully we can repeat that and better this year, so we have to find out what happens. Don't forget, it's no longer the class of 92 that are in charge of Salford. It's Gary Neville on a one-man mission. He bought the club there. Total freaking dictatorship. So it's his first transfer window as well, which is pretty interesting, really. He's gone a bit crazy. Just how crazy, you have to wait and see. Now, first off, he definitely changed the staff, and obviously by sacking his friends, he's replaced a couple of them. We've got a new director of football and a new technical director, although they're just there in name only. They're not very good. Gary's in charge of everything. He's going to be doing everything from this day forward. He didn't renew my assistant manager's contract, which is fair enough. He wasn't great, but he's got me a pretty decent one. Brought in Dirk Kuyt, basically Sloth from the Goonies, ex-Liverpool player. But as an assistant manager, I mean, he wants to be a coach mainly, but I think he's going to be a great assistant. So well done, Gary Neville. I'm quite happy with this one. And all his staff adjustments have kept us at the top of the coaching ladder in the championship. Again, hopefully that helps. I'm big on staff. It's quite annoying not being in control of the staff, but I can't lie, I'm happy when it's the best. Now, we released quite a few players. Some players I would have kept. I'd have kept Sam Walker, definitely as a backup goalkeeper. He was good. I didn't see why he didn't renew his contract. He didn't renew a lot of contracts. Lewis Moult's gone, Tom Elliott. There's a few players that have done well for me. James McLean, although I don't know if he's good enough for this league. He was good in League One, and last year he was a bit... he's average, so he's left as well. But Gary definitely spent some money. He obviously bought the club for 25 million and then invested over 10 on top of what the club already had, and he's definitely decided to spend that money. We've had our biggest summer spree yet. He spent 17 million. Eventually, I think it's more like 15 million. He's brought in 1.7. He sold a couple of decent players there. Lawrence de Bock was half decent, although someone said he's crap. Ribeiro, Harrop, players like that who had... I mean, if I'd have kept him, I would have been happy with him. But he's decided to make changes. He's cashed in on them guys. And he has brought in a lot. He's brought in a lot of loan players. He's spent big on a few players too. I'm going to try and show you the main ones. This is our squad depth. As you can see, it's pretty good. I mean, the back four's looking strong. Central midfield's looking decent. Going forward, I think we're looking strong. We've got some exciting players. We still have Jaskalainen in goal, which I'm very happy with because I thought he was outstanding last year. He has a new backup in Kyle Darlow, who's got a lot of experience, played for his country a couple of times. He's come on a free from Newcastle. At right back, we signed another free player from Italy, 26-year-old Arturo Calabrese, who's now worth 13 million. I mean, I'd probably sell him on if I was in charge. Cash in. He can play at centre-half as well, so he's come from Bologna. At left back, we've still got Sam McCallum. I think we brought him, or the board bought him, last year for about 4 million or something from Norwich. He did well. Hopefully he can carry on. At centre half, we're looking pretty strong. We've still got Jordan Story. We've signed Congolo from Huddersfield for a couple of million, who looks really tidy and can cover at left back. One of our big buys for 3.8 million was Japhet Tanganga, who's been here now. This is his third season. He was here 2 years on the run on loan from our senior affiliate Spurs. Gary Neville put a bid in for him. Decided to bring him in permanently. He's now our player. He's loaned Diallo again from Spurs for another season. And again, we've loaned Dennis Kirkin for his third season from Spurs. So it's the same crew, innit? Maybe he'll end up trying to buy these two. In the middle, we've loaned a player from Bristol City, who I know quite well. I've had him on other rebuilds. I've had him at Palermo. So I know him. So when he signed him, I was happy with it. We still have Evans, who I think is a really good player. He spent 2.7 million on this geezer from City. I recognise him. I've seen him about. I've tried to get players. He's been in the Championship for 2 years with two different clubs. Preston, someone else, maybe Derby. Can't remember. So he knows the league. We still have Andre Green, who can play on both wings. I think he's a great winger, great player, buzzing to have him. We still have O'Brien on the left, who, I mean, doesn't look great, but was fantastic for us last year. We also have Jack Bryan on the right again, who again was good, playing in the centre, playing out wide. He's a decent player. He's loaned in an exciting young player from Everton, who I like, a lot of determination. Got a big future. He's obviously a regen, 18 years old, so this kid's going to be something, I reckon. He's also signed a bit of a legend who, you know, normally I avoid older players, but after signing Wayne Rooney for Palermo and seeing what he did for us to get us from Serie B to Serie A, maybe Gary Neville's pulled off something here special. Maybe this guy might help us get to the Premier League. You never know. Great player still. Physicals have gone off, but I'm pretty sure I read an interview with him once that he smokes, which don't really help. He's been at Sheffield United, so he knows his kind of level. Hopefully he's got a little bit of gas left in the tank. For just short of 2 million, he signed another player similar to him from Wolves, Sharbani, I think you call him. Good young prospect. Up top, we still got Ennis, and I've been happy with Ennis. He was great for us last year. But when Gary Neville made this signing, or at least this loan signing, I got a bit excited. Now, not because I know the player, but because he looks amazing. On loan from Bayern. He's got a haircut, though, like... Yeah, he looks like the girls I used to go to school with back in the 90s before hair straighteners were invented. He's got that kind of hairdo, so forget his hair. Hopefully his ability shines through. Very excited about this guy. And I'm very excited about the team. I think we look pretty good when we fully fit. I think we're definitely a playoff team still. All the bookies have got us mid-table. Maybe that's because of the player turnaround. I don't know. We've got some big teams that have come down. Norwich, Burnley and the Hood. A lot of money in this league as well. Don't forget, big teams. Big money nowadays, parachute payments and all that. It's going to be tough, but I believed or hoped we could get back to the playoffs. Now I've been using all sorts of tactics on Football Manager this year, trying different ones out, mixing other people's up with a bit of mine, changing them a bit, and trying to find something that works. I've used different ones on different teams, depending. And this was great for us last year, so I was going to stick with it for now. Although I have got one that I've developed at Palermo that I really liked in my last season. So I was going to start training them up on that just in case, because I did quite like it and I want variety. The club is still improving, to be fair to them. They did that ages ago. We're still in the process of improving the facilities. That started in February last season. Same with the expanding of the stadium. I asked for an affiliate. I'm not going to lie. I asked for an affiliate. I want one. We'll see what happens with that. And they're improving data analysis facilities. So, yeah, club's on the right track. Although what made me laugh is I kept moaning that whenever I'm a Manchester team on the up and I need a new stadium while they rebuild ours or whatever, they always put me in Bolton Stadium, whatever it's called these days, the Reebok. That'll always be the Reebok. And they didn't, did they? They put me in Wigan's DW Stadium, which is fair enough. It's still a good stadium. Just made me laugh. Never been here ever. And I kept moaning, and it's like the computer heard me. So we've been playing, or we're going to be playing in Wigan until February, when we'll move back to the Peninsula, which I don't think will be big enough for the Premier League. So if I do get promoted, we'll probably end up back in Wigan maybe at some point. Wasn't the most exciting pre-season. I don't plan it. They do. So it's up to them where they want us to go. And we played 4 games. You know, various standards. I was happy beating standard, to be fair. And then the Getafe game, beating them was really positive. Felt really good about that. Although I would have preferred to go to Spain to play, get a bit of weather, maybe get a suntan. But it is what it is. The team and everything else was looking okay. So it's going to be a big season for us, really. I didn't want to go backwards. We weren't supposed to be in the playoffs. We're probably not supposed to technically be in the playoffs this year, but I don't want to go backwards. I want to get back there. We're on a nice steady climb here. We've been fairly successful. To be fair, I mean, I didn't win League One, is what it is, but I'm enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. Like I said, though, it might not last much longer. I definitely want to get to the Premier League, though, before this series finishes. So let's jump forward and let's see how we got on for the first half of the season. Well, we started off our Carabao Cup campaign against Blackpool, beating them 3-1. Good game, although Blackpool is not in orange. It weirds me out. But it'd be nice to go on a good cup run. I don't think we'd ever win one, but a nice good cup run could be good for the club. And we started off well in this. Then it was off to East Yorkshire to face Hull, who were around bottom of the league at the time. I think they might be bottom right now. But they put up a fight, 3-3. You know, I've had a few hiccups with penalties recently, especially with Salford, but we didn't hiccup here. We soldiered on through to the next round, where our dream of doing anything in the Carabao Cup was ended by Norwich, relegated Norwich. So they've probably still got some Premier League players, to be fair to them, and they played brilliantly. Although we created a lot, man. I do not know what we were doing, but we're out of it. It is what it is. Over to the FA Cup, and I've just recently played this, and we were back in East Yorkshire facing Hull, and unfortunately we knocked them out again. Although they had a bit of bad luck, couple of injuries, they had a red card. It went to extra time instead of penalties. We were definitely the better team. We deserved this, and I was very, very happy with this. Next up, we're going to be facing Javi Gracias. Newcastle United, they are 12th in the Premier League. I love a bit of Newcastle. We're going to St James's Park, which is one of my favourite stadiums. I've said this before, but I've got friends there. I've been there a lot. Been to the stadium a lot. I like it. It's awesome. So, good day out. I can't see us beating them. I don't expect to beat them. You never know. But it might be a bit of a payday because it's a big stadium, isn't it? But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I'm also happy with what we're doing in the league. I felt like we were a playoff team, and we're 5th. You could be thinking, that's great, that dude. I mean, we've got the leading goal scorer in the league. Look how good he is. Miles apart. I mean, if you can get this kid, seriously, check him out. Great player, especially at this level. Hurihan, who I can't believe I forgot at the beginning. 3rd best player in the league. Awesome player. Look at Norwich, the team that knocked us out. They can't stop bloody coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. We're actually above them. They're bad us in the cup. We're joint on points at the minute. But you'll be looking at it thinking, Bood, you're doing so well. And, we kind of were. We were doing fantastic. In fact, we started this season amazing. We were like top 2 for absolutely ages. Even when we got beat off Forest, 3-0 away. Great. We went on another good run. I'm thinking, Forest is a blip and we are on fire. We can't stop scoring goals. We're awesome. We're not great defensively, but we're awesome. And then look at that. If I just change that to like that. Look at that. Since Fulham, 1 in 6, we have dropped some mega points. So if you think where we are now, and look at that, you realise how far ahead we were and how much we've kind of dropped a bollock. Kind of bottling it a bit here. So I'm hoping we can turn it around with today's live com away at the mighty Leeds, former rebuild of mine. Massive, massive club. Going well and Road. They should be in the Premier League. They're about 17th, I think. Are they? Yep, 17th at the minute. But don't take anything away from them. It's still Leeds United, so I'm hoping it's going to be a great live com and we can, get ourselves a nice green. So obviously, with the league's leading goal scorer by a country mile, we're doing well. Going forward, we are great going forward. Just defensively, we're a bit, It's not, I've got good players. I just don't know if it's a tactic, and as well as it did last year, I just don't know if it's working. So I'm going to do something. We're going to have a bit of an experiment today. Yep, we're switching to the Palermo control. If you've not watched the Palermo series, why not? So, massive spoilers. But in my last season, I won the Serie A and we won the Champions League with this tactic. I'm not saying it's perfect, it's not. But I love how it plays. Some of the passing we do. And the variety in goals. It was exciting to watch, but then I did have a good team. Some good wonder kids, some good young players. This is obviously a different level of football. And will it translate? I don't know. But after the run we've been having, it's time for change, man. Time for change for once in my life, as Michael Jackson used to say. So yeah, we're going to do this. But before we do, let's have a quick look at the overview of the squad. Who's doing what? And Hurihan, one of you who told me how to say his name, Hurihan. Thank you very much. Great player. He's one of them players you just think, yeah, but he's good, isn't he? He's a good all-round player. He's 31 years old. Good bit of international experience. Proper happy to have him. He's just done really well, even though we've been doing bad. Obviously, Mr. Joshua. Forget his haircut. This kid. Honestly, try him out. If you've never heard of him, like I've seen him, but I've not had him. I don't think I've had him. Great in the Championship, especially when he's 21. This lad is the one from Everton, I think. Yep, the right winger. Fantastic player. Buzzing with him. Love him to pieces. This lad. Obviously, we know him though. He's been here years. He's a Salford boy now, isn't he? And now he's our own. So, 3rd year at the club. Again, very good player. If we go down to Congolo, I wasn't too sure about him, I don't know why. I thought it's because he was 28. Some of the attributes I wasn't a fan of. But yeah, he's been very good too. So we're doing really, really, really well. But we could be doing better, and that's what's annoying. that recent form's just really like kind of peeved me off. Also, Gary's kind of doing a bit of business. Nothing like last year. Nicky Butt brought in about 6 players, didn't he? Straight on the 1st of January. Kind of like give me a total refresh straight away. And then he did some deadline day loan deals with Spurs, I think. But at the minute, nothing's happening. I mean, he's trying to sell Jordan Storey, who is supposed to be our best centre-half, but he's obviously not playing maybe as much as he was because other players are better. He's trying to cash in. I'd rather keep him to the end of the year. I think that would be a silly thing to do because we're not great defensively. One of them guys goes, he's a great backup, so that's silly business from what's his face, Gary Neville, Argaz, and he's trying to sign this kid, young Bulgarian. So whatever he's doing is bit, nothing major. And I do have an A-, so I'm buzzing with that. To be fair, I'm not looking like I'm getting the sack, so I'm happy with that. But this is it. Look, once we got up here, we've been up like top 2 until recently. Shows you that bad bit of form. We'd have been up here because what? We're only 6 points away. So we need to win today. We need to get 3 points away at Ellen Road. Leeds, what, down there 17th. Yeah, I want to win today. Come on, boys. And this is the match preview. The bookies have got it as evens. It's Ellen Road, man. The fans are crazy, super passionate, so they're going to give us some grief. We might not be Man United or Man City, but we're still Manx, sort of, ish. So they're going to wait us anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Palermo tactic can transfer over to Salford with matching them man for man in positions. And they're not going to know anything about this. They'll have been spying on us because don't Leeds like to spy on people. They'll be spying on us. And they'll have been thinking they're just going to play the same way they've been playing all year. Are we going to hit them with the boom, with the Palermo? Or it might go tits up. Let's find out. So here we are at Ellen Road. Make sure you smash that like button if you're enjoying the episode and the series. And get talking down below. Let me know how you feel because I do have a certain like threshold of stuff. And if it drops below a certain viewership, I start to question if I'm going to keep it or not. Because, you know, I'm back at work. I've got less hours. I can't really realistically play 3 series. And that's what I'm doing at the minute. Good save, good defending. That's what I'm doing. I can't do the Journeyman, this, and a rebuild. And I really want to start my new rebuild. And with Palermo finishing, I'm thinking, I'm going to the World. Come on, boys. Defend. I feel bad about this. Bloody hell. I feel like I'm going to the World Cup with my Journeyman this weekend with America. So, do we end it there? End Palermo. Oh! The little wizard. Azkahar Baba from Everton. Get in. He said abracadabra and the goal opened up. And he stuck the ball in the net. Check that out. So I'm thinking just clean slate. Do a new rebuild. Easy for me to do. And then maybe do a little video here and there when I've got a spare day. Because I'm off tomorrow. But then I'm freaking in for 7 days. So I've just got to be realistic. And I want to do something fresh. Do you know what I mean? And I've enjoyed this. It's fun. And I've got other ideas to do. It's just I wish I had the time. It'd be so much. It'd be nice if you could go full time. Do you like Loki Doki? Be a full timer. It'd be cool. Get up in the morning. Could take my little boy to nursery. Come home, do a video every day. Content every day. I'd love it. I'd never get bored. My favourite bit is like making the videos, editing and thinking up stuff. I mean, I love all that. Well, it's half time and we're winning here at Ellen Road. Pretty happy with that. Early goal. I think we're controlling the ball. They're playing pretty well though. We've had 1 chance and scored. They've been the better team. They're playing like us, trying to control it, passing it about from the back, slow build up and all that. And they're doing it better than us, so we need to wise up. So I'm going to give them a bollocking. Oh, that worked. You having that? Hopefully it helps. So second half's kicked off. I'm not making any changes just yet. I'm a bit worried about my left winger. He's just a kid. We have struggled with a few injuries and so on. And I've got no one. I might put Ennis on there, striker. Give us maybe a goal option. But here we go on the attack. Can we do anything? No. Come on, the boys in blue. Sounds weird saying that, but come on, we can do this. Oh, I thought that was end of highlight. It's not. It's going to be a Leeds attack. Brilliant. That was shocking. That was brilliant. Jaskalainen. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Still be a hero after this highlight, hopefully. Don't let any goals in, pretty please. So it's a bit like that, innit, with a new tactic. Anyway, I've brought Ennis on. Inside forward, left winger. Ooh. Skim the bar. But yeah, it's always a bit iffy, innit? New tactic, just chuck it on him. It's bombed on me in the past doing that. But I like it. It was great for Palermo, but we had good quality players there. A few wonder kids. Obviously, this is a different level. But I mean, I might start trying it out with him because the other one was great, but it's just gone right off the boil recently. And I've last year on FM19, I was a bit too stuck in my ways. with the volcano, nothing else this year. I've enjoyed pissing about. To be fair, it's been fun. Right, got a highlight here. Cheeky little highlight. What can we do with it? I've made 2 changes, but they haven't took effect yet. Just want to waste a bit of time. And freshen the team up. Here's Ennis out wide on the left. Oh, he's somehow bobbled his control back. Got the ball back. Can he cut it inside? He has done. Head it down, kid. I've been disappointed with Zerky today. He's been on fire all year. Comes on TV with you and me. And he's shit. Anyway, 4 minutes of injury time. Can we hang on? Can we keep the 3 points? We need the win. We need the win to build on it. And what a place to get a win. And what are you doing? Mr. Worth 13 million. Oh, good save. No chance, but it's being disallowed. Is he offside? Yes. Fuck me, that was awful. £13 million defender should not make a mistake like that. He just wasn't concentrating. Jaskalainen saved it. Couldn't nowhere near going to get the rest of it. Didn't matter anyway. We've somehow done that. I think Leeds played very well, to be fair to him. I don't know how much you'll see, but trust me, Leeds were good. We were lucky. And they've actually talked about my tactical change in the press. Decision to ditch his old tactic. It was doing brilliantly for us. Do you know what I mean? Jesus, we've had a bad run. But yeah, I'm not completely sold on that either yet. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to mess about for the rest of the year, I think. But messing about's not done us that bad, has it? We're sitting in 4th, which is really, really cool. I'm still, what, 6 points off the top? We're not going to win the league. We're not. Playoffs, so I want playoffs. Because if we forget about an FA Cup run, I can't see us getting past Newcastle. Let's think about the league. I would love to do that again. A playoff end of episode special with the 2. Do you know what I mean? That would be awesome to share that with you again because it was so much fun. The semi-finals were fun. The final wasn't, but hopefully we can have better fortunes. But we've got to get in there. We've got to stay there. We have to wait for the next one to find out if we can do that. So there we go. That is the end of episode 7. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Just smash the like button and return for episode 8, which may or may not be the last one. I've enjoyed it, but like I said, I've got to think about things. So let me know your views down below. As always, I hope you're happy, safe and well, and I just appreciate you no matter what you do, even if you never like or comment. I just really appreciate you watching. Honestly, I really do. And I'm this close to 30,000 subscribers. So close. Hopefully I can get there before FM21. And FM21, I'll be doing a beta save. I'm going to do a video soon, a bit of an update and talk about stuff. But I will be working with my local team, a very low team in the Cheshire Leagues. We're going to have some of the real players in the game, but I also want to have you in the game. But I'm going to have my patrons in the game. Anyone who's going to be anyone who's a patron now or becomes a patron this month and is still a patron by November, you're going to be a player and come along on a very long and awesome journey with me. I'll talk about it in more detail in a special video soon. So anyway, thank you as always. You're a legend. I love you. Stay safe for me and my family. To you and yours. We wish you all the best. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.